Welcome to DigiFunnel Lab. In this video training, I'm going to talk to you about the funnel. We're talking to you about what it comprises of and what you need to do in order to get it up and running. Now, beneath this video in question, there is a variety of over-the-shoulder videos that tell you and show you exactly how to do all of the elements. So the funnel that we're going to be putting together is an opt-in funnel which leads to a paid product. So you're going to have the opportunity to build a list and promote a product that you're actually going to sell as your own product. Okay, so there's going to be two products in this funnel, a free one, which is the lead magnet, and a paid one, which you're going to get 100% of the sale price. So as you can see on your screen, we've got 4 steps to putting this together. So what we're going to be doing is we've got the opportunity to create our own products to put in these funnels. So we could create a funnel that has 2 of our own created products, or we can put together a funnel that has 1 of our created products and 1 of the products from our large database of different products. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to create your own product. You're going to be able to search through hundreds of thousands of different articles and create a fantastic book using lots of different features to change the way it looks and the way it's set up. You're then going to be able to create a really cool looking cover to attach to that. And that's the creation of the product. Your next thing you want to do is you're going to want to add these products to the system. Now you're going to be adding these products to the system as either a freebie product or a paid product. That works slightly different, but very, very simple. And you're going to be connecting, you're going to be adding to this product a squeeze page or a sales page, depending upon how you're positioning the product that you've just created. Once you've done that, the product's be in the system so it can be utilized later down the line. The next thing is actually building the funnel. So you're going to create a funnel with DigiFunnel Lab and you're going to select the products that you want. As I said, you're going to be able to select products that you've created and products that are within the funnel. Okay, once you've done that, you put your funnel together. You've chosen the building blocks. The last thing is to actually link it together. And the way that we're going to do that is through autoresponder and payment processors. So as I say in the videos beneath, we show exactly how to do this. But you're going to be linking the lead magnet to the paid product through the autoresponder. You're also going to be getting the lead that way. You're going to be delivering future emails. You're going to be delivering the lead magnet through the autoresponder. But as I say, it's going to send it through to the paid product. Then on the paid product, you're going to have your payment buttons to get sales for that product. And then of course, you're going to be redirecting them to the download to get their paid product. So that's what DigiFunnel Lab is all about. Beneath this video is actually a whole range of different videos over the shoulder that show you exactly how to do all of the different steps, all of the different features, and get going with DigiFunnel Lab. In this video of the DigiFunnel Lab training, I'm going to show you how to create your product. So as you can see from the screen, I already created a cover for the product. I did that in the previous video. So if you haven't created your cover already, go ahead and check out that video. But we'll be progressing through this video in creating the product, and I'll show you the point where you need to have a cover. So the first step is to actually click on Create ebook. And I'm going to click on Create from Article. And what I'm going to do is I've got a section here that says Keywords, Repository, Match, and Collect. So I'm actually going to put in healthy eating. I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm going to click exact key phrase and I'm going to collect 10 articles. and I'm going to click the find, and this is going to go ahead and it's going to find me 10 random articles that I could use within my book. So we're going to go through it, and you're going to see there is a variety of different articles that I can go through, and I can decide whether I want them or not. For the purpose of what we're actually doing here, I'm just going to click on this checkbook, which is it checks them all, but I can go through and check them individually if I want to. Once I've checked the ones that I want, I'm going to click create. Again, this is going to take a few seconds, and it's going to take us over to this page where we can formulate the setup of the book. Now there's going to be an additional video where I show you how to edit the specific pages and add additional sections to your book, so look out for that video. But in this video, as I say, on this page I'm going to show you what you can change through this section. So the first thing, I'm going to change the title. This is for my own purposes, so I'm just going to put in healthy eating. I'm going to put the author as Dave Smith. Here is where I can choose a cover image. I can click browse. Now I can go through the process and without adding the cover, and then come back once I've created my book and add the cover in afterwards. That's no problem. So if you haven't created it, you can still keep going, finish your book, save it, and then come back to it once you've created your cover afterwards. So once I log in, any cover that I've been created will be in this folder, and you can see here we've got that one there, so I'm just going to put that there. So now I have the option to start changing the way that the text looks. So I've got some fonts here. I'm going to choose Lasso, it's one of my favorite fonts. Body text size, I'm going to choose 16. Dark mode activated essentially means that the page will be black with white text as opposed to white with black text. Simple. We've got some number in here if we want to add that in. We've now got headers. So for your book, you can have a header. So I'm just going to go with what I've put there, healthy eating, for example. I could add a link so it'd be clickable. So, you could put some call to action there. Now we can align this how we want it in the left, the right, or the center. We're able to change the colors and the text sizes of this header. So for example, I might want to change it to the same font. We've got a footer. And again, we can add in a link here. We've also got a sub heading here. So this could be, so you could have your header there, but you could also change the, you could add a subheading here. So you could say, click here for my healthy recipes, and then you would put in a link in here. But as I say, you can go through, you can change the fonts of the various sections until you're entirely happy with it. The description here, this is just going to be some information for when you view the book as a description, just like other products that will be in the database. So if you want some information here to remind yourself exactly what it's all about, you can put that there. Likewise, the summary. Now, once you're done your changes in regards to the fonts and add in your image for the front cover, you're going to want to click here, save changes. If you don't, nothing is going to be saved. Okay. So you can see now that I've done that the image is actually, for the cover, is shown here. Before it was just a box where I could upload it. So at the bottom here, we've got the chapters here of the book. I can delete them, I can reorder them, and I can edit them. As I said, and also I can add new chapters. As I said, there's going to be a separate video where I go into doing all of that in a lot more detail, because there's a lot that can be done with the individual pages and the different types of pages that could be added. Okay, so we'll go through that in the next secondary video. So let's continue with what we've got. So once we're happy with that, we need to click on this big red button here that says regenerate book. Because what it's going to do is going to go through all the changes and all of the bits and pieces that we've done, and then it's going to formulate it as a PDF within the system. So we're going to click regenerate the ebook, and depending on your internet connection and how busy the server is, this could take a few seconds to a minute. Also depends on how large your book. If you've got 50 different chapters, it's going to take quite a long time for the system to create that. But as you can see, that done this small book quite quickly. And what I can do is I can click here on my library, and we can see here that the book has been created. We've got the cover there. We can see that it's 17 pages long, the file size, and these are, I can download in all of these different types: PDF, EPUB, MOBI, HTML, doc, depending on what I want to use it. But if I want to just use it as the DigiFunnel Lab funnels, I don't need to do anything with it. I can click on preview the book here, and you can see it's added the cover. It's got a table of contents, and then it's got some information, about the book there, so that's pretty good. I can obviously go back in and edit it if things aren't quite right, add in page numbers, calls to action, changing the size of the font, change the colors, making sure everything is visible, and obviously add in those additional pages that we're going to show you in the next video. So the subsequent videos are going to be showing you how to edit those pages, as well as starting to formulate the funnel, okay? Because the next step before we make the funnel is to formulate it as a product, where we attach a landing page for this product, and then it becomes a standalone product that can be formulated within a funnel. So we'll see you in these next videos. In this video of the DigiFunnel Lab training, we're going to show you how to set up and create e-covers. These are going to go in conjunction with your products that are going to be added to the system so that you can create funnels that include the products that you create here. So we start with e-covers, we jump across to e-cover creator, and then we go to this orange button here that says setup. HTML, CSS to image API key, and we're going to click there. Okay, and you're going to see here that it's asking for a user ID and key. Now, the way that we set this up, we set it up with an image generator that's going to create great graphics for us, and we just need to connect it into your account. You need to have an individual account yourself. This is free, and it just basically means that we get a user ID and a key. So what we do is we click on the button just above there. If you see that, let me show that again, where it says to get your API, register here. It's going to open up this fresh window here, and you're going to have a login and a sign up. And all you need to do is sign up with one of these methods. Just put in an email address and a password. And once you're happy with that, click on the sign up. I've already done that, so I'm just going to click on login, and I'm going to click the button login. As I say, this is completely free. Just means that everyone has their individual APIs, and you can see here user API and API keys. So I'm just going to click on that, and I'm going to click copy, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to click paste for that one. Then I'm going to get the second one, and I'm going to paste that there. Pretty simple. I'm going to click save, and then you can see well done. It's been successfully saved, and now you can see that the orange button has now gone blue. We're now ready to create our covers. Now, creating the covers is pretty simple. We just click on this additional button where it says create cover with the drop down menu here, and we've got a couple of options. I'm just going to go for the flat cover, and as you can see, we've got some basic templates, or we've got a blank one that we can go through, and we can go through and use these as fairly basic, or we can change, or we can go for a basic. I'm just going to click this one for now, and I'm going to put in demo. I'm going to click create. What this is going to do is going to open up a new window. Okay, so one thing that we need to make sure that we haven't done is, as you can see here, we need to load the editor in a browser on 100%. If we're zoomed in, it could alter the page. And I think I can see it's already kind of changed it, because I believe if I look at my browser, I actually have it zoomed in 180%, because I have actually got I'm using a MacBook for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click close, and I'm going to click yes. Okay, and then I'm just going to create another one. I'm going to make sure it's 100%, and I'm going to go and create a flat cover. Let's do this again, and I'm going to put in demo 1, and I'm going to click create. And we can see here that it doesn't have that white border. Sometimes when you have zoomed in browser, it messes up with the image. Okay, but what we can actually do here, we can click on these elements, and you can see here on the left hand side we've actually got layers, so we can work with each individual part however we want. We can delete them by clicking on the cross, or we can actually duplicate them if we want to maybe create like a drop shadow and things like that. We've also got the background here, and we've got different types of shapes, and you can see here that, you know, if I click on them, you've got where it says the name there, and I can make that bigger if I wanted to. I could also double click on that, and I could change it and put a different name if I wanted to. Again, I could click on it, and I could stretch it by clicking that way. So we can make it different sizing if we wanted to make it fill that square slightly more. We can go over across to the right hand side, and you can see here, once we have something selected, as you can see here, Dave Smith, I've got it selected, and you can see there's the drag arrows around it, so that is actually selected, and you can see that I've selected it here. You can see it's selected here on the layers palette. That means on the right hand side I can go through and use these options, because if I click on something else, they change. You see, now that I've clicked on the background image, those options on the right hand side are no longer there. So I'm going to click on Dave Smith again, and I'm going to see whether I can change the text to orange. So font color, this one, I'm going to click on here, and you can see we have a variety of different colors. So let's see, that looks all right. I'm going to click out, and you can see here we've changed the color of the text. So that's pretty damn cool. Now I could click on this one, and I could change this if I wanted to. I could click on that. I could click out of this. I could click back on it, and I could say, do you know what? I actually think it'd be better if it lined up with the line there. Oh, what have we done? Let's just put it back into the screen. Right, there we go. And then again, I could change the color if I select it. Oh, silly me, I've selected a stroke color there, and there isn't actually a stroke. As you can see, it's 0. What I want to do is I want to change to this one. There we go. I'm going to choose it to be red, and you can see here that it's got an opacity which can be dragged down to nothing, or it can be 100%, you know, and there is no opacity. So we've got a lot of different things that we can do there. Now, what I'm actually going to do is, for this one, is, you know, I want to change the background because it's not the background image that I want. So what I can do here is I can click on background. If you saw that at the top here, I can add other images, but I'm going to change specifically the background image here, and I can upload an image if I want to by clicking here. I can also search on Pixabay, and just say I put in happy. So just say we use this and we click use background image. There we go. So we've changed that, and I could actually go in and change the text here. So I could say, just say we want to change it to healthy eating, for example. So again, I can just move these about, and let me change this one to food. And then again, I'm going to just save in. Let's get rid of this. So we'll click here. See if we can get this. How we want it. Now we want to change this one to get it back in there. So that's that. And just so I wanted to add other images and shapes, so we can just click here. So we can click on a star there, or you can add a star, and again we could change this to that, and we could put that there, for example, and just say we wanted to add another image. Again, we can upload an image, or we can search. What should we search for? Let me just put in face. Let me just click put face. Sorry. Right, okay, let's have another go. Just work on this one. There we go. Sometimes, you know, these things are set to try us. So, let's do happy again, like I did just a few moment ago. So let's just do this one. So this image has been plopped on the top, and what we're going to do is we're just going to resize it how we can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it at the bottom there for no reason whatsoever, other than just to show you that you can throw in a little image there. So there you go. So as you can see, there's a lot of different things that we can do in here, and the more that we go into it, the more that we can do. So once we are selected on an actual image, we've got some filters that we can change: blur, emboss, pixelate, sharpen, noise. We can change the overlays, the brightness, the contrast, and it works quite effective. But once we're actually happy with the image, we can click save and close. And as you can see, once it's completed, it gets saved and it's there, exactly what we called it. It's ready to download as an image. But more importantly, we can move forward with creating our actual product and applying the image to the book. In this video of the DigiFunnel Lab training, we're going to show you how to formulate your book into a product so it can be utilized within the system as a product that can be placed either at the start of the funnel or at the end of the funnel. Okay, and you're going to be able to formulate this as a free product or as a paid product. Okay, so what we do is once we've created the product, we've created the cover, we've set it all up, we need to come down here to my products, and we click on the blue button here which says add new product. And what we need to do is we need to decide whether it's a free product or a paid product. And when I mean a free product, I mean it's going to be offered to subscribers or your traffic as a lead magnet. So to get them onto your list. So you're going to be giving away the product as a free product so they can get onto your list, and then you can sell them the additional product, okay? Or you might want to create this product as one that is offered for sale, okay? If you want to offer it for sale, you click on this button here which says click enable disable sales page, and you can see here we've got the squeeze page and we've got the download page as the two tabs. When I click on that button, we get a sales page, okay? And what that will also do is it will change the templates that are available. If I click here on this load product page templates, you'll see that we've got these templates here which are specifically designed for products that will be sold. And if I click here and turn that off, we lose that page in the tab at the bottom, and we click load page template, and this loads the library of squeeze pages that can be utilized for an opt-in, for example. So I'm just going to choose one of these, and when we set up this, we're not actually setting up for a campaign. We're setting it up on a generic basis so that it can be modified when we add it to our actual funnel, okay? But what we can do is we can go through here and we can make changes. So we can come in here and we can change some of the text. We can go through and utilize all these features here to add images and add a video if we want. We can, change the formatting, all those sorts of things. We can do this for both pages. So we've got a squeeze page and a download page. So this will be where they can actually download your book, and you'll provide that somewhere further down the funnel. We'll have explained that in another video. But yeah, as I say, you can put all this information here, and there's no settings, so we're not putting in the form for the email autoresponder. We're not connecting it up to anything. We're not putting any, if this is the sales page, we're not putting in any connection to payment processors, because we're just connecting up the design of the page with the product. And then in the next video, when we add products into the funnel, we'll show you how to add those connections. Okay, so we'll click Save All Edits. And what you'll see here is that I didn't do the most important thing. And the most important thing was I didn't actually apply one of the books to this product. So you click here from this drop down ebook, and we choose the book that we just created, which was called Healthy Eating. And obviously, I could go through here and I could change this landing page, because obviously the text here isn't appropriate for that. But just for the purpose of what I'm showing you here, it's going to be fine. So I could go in there and I could change it. And let's just change it. So let's say discover a simple 5-step formula how to we've done that there. So there you go, pretty simple. Pretty simple, okay? And then once we're happy with what we've done, we just click Save All Edits. And that'll be in the system. So when we actually go to formula our funnel, we can choose this as one step. We can add our autoresponder into it. And then we can add another product that we've created, or from the database, to formulate the funnel. So we'll see you in the next video. In this video of the DigiFunnel Lab training, we're going to show you how to put the funnel together. Really simple, okay? So we're going to go through the steps here, but then there will be two additional videos where I show you how to connect the autoresponder and how to connect the PayPal, okay? But we'll talk about this through this short video. It's going to be very, very easy to understand. So what you need to do when you create your funnel is, this is on the basis that you've already created your products that you want to add. But then also you can add products from the database, which is pretty cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down here to My Funnels. This is the page, and you're going to, at the top it's going to say Add New Funnel, and then you're going to have a headline. I'm just going to put in a simple test funnel, and then I'm going to click Add Funnel. Once that's done, it's going to go into the list of funnels we've got beneath. So you can see here it is, simple test funnel. It's got a 0, which means there are 0 products in the funnel at the moment. This is how I can order it up in my other funnels. I can download, I can edit, and I can delete. So let's click on edit. Brings us up to this page, has the name of the funnel that we've created. There's 2 buttons, and it has a button that clicks back, says back to funnels, and beneath here, this will show products that are in the funnel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add my own product, and then this is going to show all of the products that I have created using the product creator. So I'm going to choose this one that I created for the demo, and you can see we've got 6 buttons here. There are download the licenses, download the product, delete, edit. But let's just click add product funnel, the cog one. And what happens is, as we spoke about in a previous video about when we formed the product, you can see now we've got the landing page that we created, we've got the download page, but this time we've got settings. Okay, and you can see here the most important thing here is the autoresponder code. Okay, now I'm not going to put an autoresponder code in here because I'm going to do that in the secondary video, but I would recommend that you follow what I do here and just put this in here, because you will need to put in code here so you can save it. Okay, so I'm just going to put autoresponder here. Then you've got, this is what's going to be displayed on the thank you page or the download page. So, you know, this is going to say download now or whatever you want to choose there. Okay, so once you're happy with that on the basic version, some upgrade sections there that we'll go through in those videos if you've got the upgrades. So we're going to click save edits, because just to enforce that, see, I can create the page. So now I've created the pages. It's always good to create the pages first before you put the autoresponder code, because when you create the autoresponder code, you're going to want to put in the pages. Okay, we'll explain that in the next video. So if you just put in a code there, allow you to create these pages, and as you can see now at the top of this page, it's formulated the actual pages there, the download page and the thank you, the squeeze page and the download page. They are ready. So, you know, once you're happy with that, just click save all edits. It's going to say that, and now we can click on this blue button, back to the funnel, and now what we want to do is we want to choose the second product in the funnel, the one, you know, where we're going to be promoting. So we're going to click on add database product, and we're going to search for something. So just to make it easy, let's just look for lose weight. We're going to click return, and then we've got a variety of different products there. Let's just go with this one. So we'll click this, add to the funnel. So again, you know, this is a sales page. So I can go through that, I can change that if I want. I can go to the settings here, and you can see the different one here is that it's got a buy button. So this is where I need to connect the buy button. So I'm just going to put that code there because I'm going to save it to create the pages, and then we'll come back to link this funnel together that we'll show you in the additional videos. Okay, so again, these are the upgrades, but what we do have here is at the bottom is an exit pop. Okay, so someone decides to leave it, you can have an exit pop that will appear as they decide to leave the page, and it will basically promote something else. So you can go through here and you can select something if there's something that you want here, or alternatively you can just switch it off. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to click Save All Edits, and that's done. So we're going to click back to Funnel, and you can see that we've got our front end lead magnet, our paid product in the funnel. So we've got these two products. One's a squeeze page, one's a sales page, but they're all created and all the pages are created, so we can check them, but they don't have any linkage. They don't have the autoresponder, and they don't have the PayPal. So that's what we're going to do in the next video, okay? Because we need to get people to opt in, okay? And then we need to automatically send them across to this one, okay? That's what we need to do, and we'll show you that in the next video. In this video of DigiFunnel Lab training, we're going to show you how to connect your autoresponder. So in previous video, we showed you how to create the funnel. You can see we've got two products. One is a lead magnet with a squeeze page, and the secondary product is this weight loss kickstart, which is a paid product with a sales page. So what we need is we need to put the autoresponder code onto the landing page / squeeze page of this lead magnet, and for it to jump across to the weight start page. Okay, so it automatically jumps across. So what we're going to do is I'll just show you that. So if I click on edit this product, you'll see it created these two pages, and I can click on this page here, and you can see I put in that code there, well, that text, because that's where I want it to be so I don't forget. So just cross that off. So what we need to do is we need to go across to autoresponder. I'm using Aweber for the purpose of this example. And once you're in Aweber, it's pretty simple. We're going to create a list, and essentially we need to design a form. We're going to get the code, we're going to put that on the page, and then we're going to create an email so that the lead magnet download page, this one, is sent to the user once they've opted in. Okay, so we jump back to Aweber. We're going to click here where it says manage lists. We're going to click on create a list. Okay, and you're just going to go through the process of putting in your information, which is your name, your company website, your postal address, because there needs to be a physical address for any email marketing campaign. You're going to choose the name and the email of which the email is going to be sent, and when people get an email, it will display who it is. So if you just go through the process of putting that information in, and then we'll jump across to the next page. And then on the next page, we just call our list. So I'm going to call the list demo, so I know exactly what it is. And then, but you would call it something so that when you create different lists in your Aweber account, you're going to be able to work out, whether this one is for the weight loss campaign, this is for the, increased muscles, and any other funnels that you may be creating. So then we're going to have a description. As it says here, your subscribers will see this description. Okay, and this is if they click to unsubscribe. So here you're going to put in some kind of message that says, hey, this is Dave Smith, you know, whatever your name is, or, you know, this is all about weight loss. You opted in by downloading the book on, you know, whatever it was. Okay, so just a simple message, so when they get it, they realize what it is. And you know, some people will still decide to unsubscribe because they wanted to unsubscribe. They weren't happy with the emails that you were sending them, and that's fine. Because if they're not happy with the emails that you're sending them, they're not reading them, they're not interested, doesn't matter if they're on your list or not, does it? It's as simple as that. You want people that are engaged, that are interested, that are potentially going to buy. So you're going to click next step. So you need to set up a confirmation message. What you want to do is you want to click on here, and what you want to do is you want to send, this is essentially a first email that will get them onto your list. Okay, so you want to basically write in this email saying, please click on the button below to confirm you'd like to receive the email from. Then we will send you the ebook on whatever it was, and then you can put your name, all your other information, how they opted in, that sort of stuff. Okay, you know, you've got the signature there, you've got the button text here, you can choose, you know, confirm my request there, that sort of thing. So pretty simple. And then you click approve message and create a list. Okay, so then that list has been created. You'll see the current list here that says demo, whatever you've called it there. What you need to do now is you need to go down to sign up forms, click on that button there, and then you click on the green button, which is create a sign up form. And you want to create a form, you know, that's going to look congruent with whatever you've created. Okay, so you got the ability here to go through some templates. You know, you may want to choose something fairly basic, just say like that. You may want to choose something a little bit more to it. You know, you've also got the ability to upload images and things like that to this, and also upload an image for the button. So you could download a submit button or a download button or whatever from Google, and insert it there. Okay, you know, so if we just go to, if I just put in download button there, got these images, you know, you can find some really cool download buttons here. Download them to your computer, but you can use this basic setup here. So what I would do is, as you saw, I kind of made that a little bit bigger, just quite thin. And then what I do is I usually delete all the stuff that, you know, is kind of irrelevant. You can choose whether you want name or not. Let's just delete it for this purpose. Now, if I want to edit this, I just click on it, and you can see I can delete that out if I want to as well, and I can add. I can put email here. Click save again with a button. I click on it, and I can change that to download. I've got the once I've chosen what I want, I can edit this thing across the top. So I just say, I think the page was more green. Maybe it was like that. So I'll click OK. I can change the text color. This one maybe. There you go. And the position. Like I said, you could download an image or you could get the image URL and you can put it in here. Okay. So you can upload an image and it will be positioned there. So that's pretty cool. I can change the font, text size, make it bigger. I can change the font. There's only a few fonts. That's why it's good to have the option to find an image that is a bit better, or create your own image. You could use something like Canva to create a cool image. So I can go through this situation here. What I like to do usually is I like to click on body and then click on background and then choose this white with a red line, and that basically makes everything transparent apart from the elements that I've actually created. So once I'm happy with that, I click Save Form. Once you've clicked Save Form, you can move across to step 2. Now, you may want to create a variety of different sign-up forms for the same list, okay? Because you may have different funnels going into the same list. So if that's the case, you can give it a new name. Then you've got the thank you page. So this is once they click submit, they'll be sent through. Now we know that as soon as they're on the list, the emails will start firing across with regards to receiving the book. But we want to send them through to the next stage of the funnel, okay? So the thank you page here, we click down to use custom page and we can put in a URL here. So what do? We go back to DigiFunnel Lab. We click on back to funnel. And then we want to go to this one. So we click on edit product and we get the sales page URL. So we can click there, we can click right click, copy, and we go back to our form, and in there we make sure we delete everything there. We can click paste, and then we can choose whether we want this to open in a new window or just go across. Likewise, if they've already subscribed, just do the same. So they still get directed to the next page. So once we've got these, those in, we'll click save. Go to step 3, click on I'll install the form, and then you get this code here. We'll right click on it, we'll click copy. Then we'll go back to DigiFunnel Lab, we'll click back to funnel, and we need to go to our opt-in page. We'll click on edit, and then we need to go to settings, and where we put in the autoresponder code here and we put in that text to remind us, we paste that in there, and then we go down to the bottom and click save all edits, and then we can open up the squeeze page and we can see that we've got the email opt-in there, so the user can put in their email address. Once they put in their email address, it will, because we put in the thank you page, it will automatically flick over to the sales page. The last step on this section is to set up the email so that they can actually receive the download. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Aweber. So we've got the form that's connected in. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to messages. We're going to go up to follow-up series. We're going to click on drag and drop email builder. And what you're going to do is you're just going to write an email here that's going to be welcome them in and basically telling them that their download's available. So whatever you've done here, you're going to put in a comment here, and you're going to say, thanks for request. So you're then going to put it there. You're going to go back to the funnel. You're going to click back to the funnel. You're going to go to your lead magnet. You're going to click edit, and you're going to get the download page. you're going to click copy, you're going to go back here, you're going to highlight that, you're going to bold it, and you're going to click on the link button there, paste it in. And then what you can do is you can then write a whole load of other information about yourself, talking about what you're going to be discussing. You could also promote the other step in the funnel. They're going to be linked to it, automatically redirected to it, but you can also then start saying, start promoting that, start talking about it, or you can leave that through to a secondary email. You can just talk about, over the next week or so, we're going to be sending you a variety of different emails that are going to give you strategies to do X, Y, and Z. Thanks very much. My name is blah, blah, blah. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Okay. So you write that email, make sure you got the link so they can get the download. Make sure you've got a good headline. You're going to click save and exit. And then you're going to set this up. So you're going to click on the send options here. And you can send it as a broadcast, but you want to set it up as a follow-up series. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to click for add to follow-up series. Okay. So there you can see that's the first email you've got. And what you can do is you can click on the green button and you can create more emails. So start promoting, and you just basically choose to release them slightly later, with 1 day, 1 day after the first email, 2 days, however you see fit to work. You've got to test and see what works for you, what works for your copy and your list. Okay. Now we've now created that. So, we have connected the autoresponder. We've created the form. We've put that on the landing page. We set it so it will redirect to the sales page. We've created the email. So the email with the book, the free lead magnet will be delivered. We now need to jump across and create the buy button for the sales page for the second product in the funnel. And we need to ensure that that redirects to the download, because as I say, you will be delivering the freebie via email, and then the paid will be instantly redirected. Okay. So, that is how you're going to set that up. Okay. So we'll see you in the next video. In this video of the DigiFunnel Lab training, we're going to show you how to link up to the payment processor so that everything finally links together. So in the previous video, I showed you how to connect to the autoresponder, which gets the opt-in, gets the leads, delivers the lead magnet, and also redirects them on to this paid product, which we're going to be promoting as a secondary action. Now, what we need to do is we need to connect this up to a payment processor so we can take the payment and also deliver the actual product. Okay, so this is pretty simple. We just need to have the couple of the links to the funnel or to the secondary product, and we need to know the price, and then we need to go across to the payment processor, which we're going to be using PayPal. Now we're going to be creating a PayPal button. Again, this is super simple. You can get this just by converting your PayPal account to a business profile. Just go to the settings, click, and it just makes a simple change. Doesn't cost anything. Essentially just allows you to access the PayPal tools and resources. Okay. So once you're here, you can see on the left, we click on integrate PayPal. There's a number of different options here, some quite advanced, but for what we want, we're just going to go with the PayPal button. So we're going to click on the open that's above the PayPal button there, and it's going to take us across to this section here. And what I can do is I can click here under related items and click create new button. So this is the creation of the button page, and again, it's really super simple. So we've got some options here about how we want the button to essentially look. As you can see, what we want is basically just the buy button. That's what we want. Okay, just a simple one. I mean, it defaults to shopping cart, but we want buy. So you can see here, it says buy now. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put in the item name of the product so you know exactly what you're selling. So let's just copy that, paste that in there. We can put in an ID if we want. We can choose a price, and we're going to go with, I think it says $17.99 USD. Now we've got some ability to customize it, so we could add some other text here, but we don't need that because we've actually got the funnel designed. We've got to, we can customize the actual button, so we can choose to display the credit card logos or not. I mean, it's always good, and we can make it smaller if we want, but we'll display them. We can also use our own button, so we can click on this, and then if we've got our own button designed, or we find a button or design it from, say, something like Canva or whatever, we can use that instead. Okay, so once we've done that, we need to jump across to step 2. Now step 2 doesn't have any relevance to what we're doing. We want to jump across to step 3. Okay, so with step 3, there's a few things that we need to remember and a few things that we need to ensure that we do. So, do you want to let your customer change quantities? No. Can your customer add any special messages to you? No. Need your customer's post address? No. Now, these are the important things. Take customers to this URL when they cancel their checkout. Now, you could send them across to another funnel, or you could send them back to the sales page, okay? So if we go back to the funnel, we go to edit products, if they cancel it, we could just send them back to the sales page, okay? And then gives us another opportunity for us to read that, take a look at it, see if they want to make the purchase. But here is the most important thing. Take customers to this URL when they finish the checkout. So if they make the purchase, we need to send them across to the download page. Okay, so we get that link, we paste that in there. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we paste that in there, and so we've got the actual URL that they're going to be sent across to if they make the purchase. So that's the download, because that's the most important thing. Because if you remember, when we set up the autoresponder, the email is going to send them across to the lead magnet, okay? And it's not necessarily that they're going to make a purchase. So that is why the autoresponder has to be set up in that way. Right. So we'll make the purchase, and they get this, okay? So once we're happy with that, we click on create button. So you can see here we've got some code. That's what it's going to look like. So we get the code here, and we just click copy. We then go back to our funnel. We go down to the settings, and you can see here in the previous video we put in this text here so we could create the funnel, and now we just delete that in the buy button section. We click that. We then go down and we click Save All Edits. And that's saved, and we should have the PayPal button right there ready for the user to make the purchase. Okay, so there we go. That was how to connect the PayPal button, and if they click on that, it'll go through to the PayPal. It will have all the details. They'll be able to pay it, and it will automatically send them across to the download page.